Section 1. Airsoft Basics. Introduction. Airsoft is a hobby or sport for those who love adventures and competitive gaming. Men and women of all ages can enjoy playing this tactical strategy game. The gun used to play Airsoft is an exact replica of the model it represents. It is extremely detailed, and sometimes even weighs the same amount as the real thing. It shoots plastic pellets 6mm in diameter that weigh between 0.20 to 0.40 grams each. The game centers on creating a scenario similar to a real war. Popular scenes from war movies like Black Hawk Down, where a fallen helicopter is valiantly defended by soldiers, are reenacted. The aim of the game is to create a feeling of being in a real war environment, to condition all your senses as if you are in an actual war zone. The only difference is real bullets aren't used, and no one dies. Game requirements: physical strength, alertness, tactical skills, great strategies, stealth, speed, and excellent hand-eye coordination. Gun enthusiasts in Japan invented the airsoft gun during the 1970s because it was illegal for private persons to own firearms. The guns became a popular collector's item later, and eventually were marketed as a hobby or sport gun. Airsoft is indeed a game for everyone. It is a game that demands skill and strategy. With Airsoft, you can be the police or a thief, a leader or a follower. You can essentially be anyone, as long as you know how to play by the rules. How to pick an airsoft gun. Guns used to play airsoft are often lighter than a real weapon, although they are created in the likeness of real military firearms. The weight varies depending on the manufacturer. Heavier guns commonly include lead weights to make them more realistic. Airsoft guns are classified according to operational capacity. Battery operated. Uses AA, AAA, or 9-volt batteries. Higher quality models use a special nickel-cadmium battery pack. These guns are widely used in airsoft competitions. Gas-powered. Uses pressurized gas. This gun has an adjustable velocity and a blowback feature that can make the gun automatic or semi-automatic. It also has a slight recoil action that gives you the feeling of using a real gun. Spring action. This type of gun differs from others because it is not automatic or semi-automatic. It's a one-cock, one-shot type of gun. These are the least expensive and most readily available, but are rarely used for airsoft games. Airsoft guns tend to be made of plastic, except the moving internals. However, there are guns made in China and Taiwan that feature metal construction. Before buying a gun, you need to take into consideration your strength, stamina, and image, the role you want to play the most. If a participant is a smaller person, a gun made of plastic and metal is suitable due to its lighter weight. Medium to heavy built individuals may choose to use an all-metal gun if they can't carry the weight. Remember, this is a war scenario with lots of running and rolling. It would be impossible to play airsoft without being able to bear the weight of the gun. Types of guns, according to game role. Sniper rifle. If you don't like running and chasing enemies, a sniper rifle might be a good fit. These weapons are heavy and high-powered, great for long-distance shots. Machine guns. Medium-sized, not difficult to handle and carry depending on the model. Versatile. May be used as an assault weapon, great for 2 or more enemies. Pistol. Used for short distances, can readily be handled in one hand and easy to carry. Lightweight and easily concealed. The only disadvantage is a limited ammo capacity. How to gear up. Airsoft is a combat sport. It uses speed and force, and could possibly harm you if you don't have proper protective gear. The pellets used in an airsoft gun can seriously injure or blind you if you are not careful. It is an absolute requirement to wear the following while playing. Eye goggles. Most important gear wearable item. You should never remove this, not even if you have declared yourself as hit and are exiting the game. BBs, airsoft pellets, can hit your eye and permanently blind you. Helmet, face mask. Protection for the head and the face. Pellets can leave ugly bruises, and although shooting in the face is prohibited, accidents do happen. Gloves. Made of molded plastic cushioning to protect your hand. Designed with half of your finger exposed, so you will not have difficulty pulling a trigger. Protective vest. Protects your torso from rapid BB bursts. Players will mostly aim at your body, and this is to prevent any serious damage. Elbow and knee pads. Airsoft requires a lot of running, jumping, crawling, rolling, and falling down. Wearing these pads will help you endure. Uniforms. To help identify teams and make the game more realistic. Importance of being in shape. Airsoft is a physically demanding game which requires every player to be fit and strong. Imagine running and ducking while carrying a 5 or 6 pound gun for an hour or two. Check with your doctor to make sure you are fit to play before doing anything else. Know your game. The rules of the game are the same whether you play in a small group or with hundreds of players. Every individual has different strengths and capabilities. So, every player must know what type of airsoft game will best fit them. The following is a list of types of airsoft games. Bounty Hunters. Each team is given money or points and may be a bounty hunter character to snipe opponents. Team Skirmishes. Considered to be the most common kind of airsoft game. Usually 2 teams will be involved in a skirmish with no specific objective other than destroying the other team. A simple and flexible game. Free-for-all. Usually played without a team. Each player acts as a solo combatant. All players compete against each other. The last person standing is the winner. Commando Raid. 2 teams are required to play this game. Teams will compete against each other. In the center of the playing area is a flag, which must be taken and protected in one base. The main objective is to capture the flag and protect it. Scenario games. A scenario is acted out. Multiple goals may be a part of one game, like take down the sniper, then enter the enemy's stronghold and capture their leader. It can also be a single goal in one game, like destroy equipment inside the enemy's camp. How to pick a rank. Every team member must be assigned or choose a rank. Before choosing, consider your strengths and body type. This must not be disregarded considering that different people have different strengths and weaknesses. To be able to win, pick a rank that will suit every team member. Here are the ranks with associated duties. Scout. There are 2 types of scouts, infantry and sniper. Scouts tend to move a lot during a game. Infantry uses an infantry gun and a pistol, while the sniper uses a sniper rifle and maybe also a pistol. Sniper. They are required to watch the enemy's movements. A sniper also gives support fire from a vantage position in order for your troops to attack or retreat. Medic. A medic carries a roll of gauze. When a team member gets hit, the medic runs and pulls the victim to cover with the team's help. The gauze is placed on the affected area for a minute. Then, the medic ties it and the player is ready to play again. This isn't allowed for every game. Weapons Specialist. Proficient in maintaining light and heavy weapons. Also knowledgeable in operating wide variety of airsoft weaponry. Very important for day-long games when members are not allowed to exit the playing area. Warrior. These are the battalion members, the group that initiates attacks on enemy camps. How to play airsoft as part of a team. Airsoft is a game that requires good physical strength and alertness. It can be played individually or in teams if there are several players. Rules and regulations must be followed. One great rule must be implemented in this game: honesty. If you're hit, inform the umpire and walk back to the command post. Cooperation is very important for playing in teams. Every team member must listen to the leader. Each player must fulfill the requirements of their role. The game needs bravery, skill, communication, and high energy. This is a fun and challenging game for everyone who loves outdoor activities. This is not a game for the weak-minded. Bear in mind that this game is a reenactment of war. Everything in the game is like real-life military and law enforcement situations, including the weaponry. Players are armed with firearms that look like they're real but use pellets instead of bullets. You need to know your team members and be able to play with them. No one likes a lone wolf. Tips on getting hit. Airsoft games require the use of pellets, or ball-bearing (BB), instead of artillery bullets. These are tiny projectiles made of plastic, loaded into a magazine that are fired and propelled by compressed air. If a pellet is fired and hits you in any part of your body, you must immediately declare yourself hit. Honesty must be observed at all times during gameplay. If you get hit, inform the umpire or whoever is in charge and return to your base. Walk slowly with your gun held in the air to announce that you are already hit, and no one should shoot at you again. Do not cheat. If you get hit, admit it and shout "hit." Cheating takes the fun out of the game. Remember that if you get hit in real life, you cannot deny it. Some games permit hit players to call for help from the medic, who can have you healed so you can return to the game. The medic must extract you from the spot where you were injured with the help of team members. Your arms or legs will be gouged by the medic for a minute or so. Then you will be permitted to return to the playing field and resume the game.